Hello, everybody. Thank you for coming in here tonight. OTE, thank you for being here. Of course, Chicken Fried Steak, thank you for being here. Marcos, Gamma, want to know why? If you're still here, thank you. I'm sorry you're fading so fast. I appreciate you coming in and even being here at the beginning and saying hi to everybody. So, blessed, good evening. I hope you are doing well, Thomas. Scrolling down, let's see. Try to get back to those are generous. I appreciate that. I appreciate that. Speaking of generosity, just so you guys know, I set up a Patreon. I'm not expecting a whole lot, but I am putting it out there just because the YouTube's being such a bitch. This is a nighttime program. I'll probably get demonetized. Yeah, well, I can't get demonetized. I bet you haven't given me any money. Anyway, the YouTube's just taking away so many hours. But hey, screw it. So coming to you live, deep from South Texas. I appreciate you all being here. This is Patrick OMKR for the nighttime version of my live stream, which is basically kind of a just a more relaxed version where I might. Oops, we're getting an echo. Just a more. Where I'm just gonna hang out and talk with everybody. So 1 second while I drink some Gatorade off camera, because censors don't like that type of thing. And did you all enjoy Middle Complex's live earlier, or anyone coming in from John Evans? If you are, shout out to both of them, of course. I did my deed. I did my part. I did my shout out saying thank you. Middle didn't want to really play it up, and that's cool because that means on the giveaway day of August 31st at 10 a.m., those of you who have been coming in here on the regular will be the ones to most likely win. So I had to do it because I had said I would shout it out and do it again, but I also didn't want to see that. You had to see this morning, so you missed out here. Oh, no worries. No worries. Although, excuse me. Although you should be aware that going forward, since Jared's stuff has not come in on time, I will have that for other giveaways, which means I will probably be doing random giveaways in my morning live streams just to reward those people who have been coming in from the beginning and supporting me. So if you keep coming to the morning live streams, I'm going to put a hook and bait there for everybody, just to make you all keep coming. And as I was saying earlier, I did set up a Patreon. The benefits for the Patreon are kind of funny. I was trying to have fun with it. I have no idea what to do with this type of stuff. So the basic membership I set up at $1.99. I mean, no big deal. Special giveaways. So if the channel keeps growing like I expect it to do, I put reverse birthday. They do. Only those people who know what that means know what that means. If you were randomly scrolling and you're just randomly scrolling and you're like a giveaway hunter and you type in search keyword giveaway, blah, 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 you're not going to find that. And so that's why I did it that way. So hopefully I didn't mess that up too much, Marcos. If I did, I apologize, because I had promised I wouldn't go too crazy. But if I did, I apologize. I really don't think the banner is going to be that much of a draw. Given the way I did it, I don't think it's going to be that much of a draw. There isn't going to be that giveaway hook on there. And that's what draws people really, is seeing just those words, I think. And if I'm wrong and it does end up crazy, I apologize, which is why, if you recall, Marcos, I have the 2 special giveaways for all of you. Anyway, I know, but I'm trying to do my best to balance it out as best as I can. And that's a little difficult when you get right down to it, to make sure that I can give you guys who are coming in here regularly something special, right? But also draw as many people in as I can possibly draw in for a big giveaway, which is supposed to promote the channel, right? And so it's kind of one of those things. I did want to go over what I had posted, these members benefits, and see what you all think about them, because this is also going to be to support the channel. Anything that comes in, I'm trying to use for shipping and then to buy knives for giveaways. So basic members will get, if we get big enough, we'll get a bunch of special individual giveaways for Patreon members only. Early announcements. If I'm doing something, I'll announce it on Patreon a day before I announce it on YouTube. And then if you are an early adopter of Patreon, you automatically become a moderator on my channel. I've already done all of you. Right. Who knows what I'm reversing? I'm just having a reverse live stream. Who knows what I'm doing? It makes no sense unless you already know what's going on. And I hope that's exactly what people think. And what the hell is that? Right. That way you guys get a better chance. So that's the basic entry level. Now I did put a $10 level for those of you who have resources that really want to push this channel, and I called it the channel pushers level. And that's the whole point. I get a bunch of members doing that, and then we're really having some good giveaways. So they would be, of course, in the special giveaways, early announcements, automatic member status. They would get direct access to me. I'll give you my cell phone number. You can call me with any questions. And really, I am a PT. So if you had some questions, medical stuff like that, I'm happy to help you out. That type of stuff. Maybe a special giveaway for this level of tier only, and then live event VIPs, which means anyone who has subscribed to that level will get a special channel shout out. And actually, I want to shout out someone already. Now he's not at that level, but he is my very first, and I'm stunned, very first Patreon member, and that was Mark Bowsby. He already signed up to be a Patreon member. So thank you, Mark. And Mark is already pushing this channel. So yeah, I'm blown away. That was surprising. And then I did come up with a ridiculous one that's even higher up. Yeah, I'm on Pirate for shipping. Yeah, I already did that and I've already set up, because I have to ship out some of the stuff I've already given away and some of the trades I've done. So I'm already on Pirate. We're good. But thank you. I appreciate it. And it's not really that much better, but it does save me going there and standing in line as long. For the most part, there's some packages that it doesn't quite work well with. I'll have to figure that out. Yeah, it's more me learning how to use the system, I think. Once I get it up and running, if I have a standardized type thing, it would be really useful, I'm sure. So I did make a whale tier, tongue in cheek, because you know what a whale is in a video game, right? That's a video game player that's going to spend hundreds and hundreds of dollars on the video game. So I put a whale tier of $100. And if someone wants to support us for $100 a month, they will get not only special giveaways, early announcements, automatic moderator status, direct access to me and my channel via phone, live event VIP status, but I'll also freaking do whatever video they want me to make. If they want me to talk about this knife or that knife or whatever, I'll be happy to do whatever they suggest. I mean, that's ridiculous. And I put that there more as a joke, okay? Or in case someone really wanted to push the channel so hard that it really starts doing giveaways like immediately. And that's what that would be. It'd be like a 2 months and then we're giving away a ProTech run. I'm just saying, if someone were that generous, but they'd be giving it to you, not me. I just want to point that out. So anyway, I did set that up because, YouTube's being a bitch and they're not giving me credit for my hours the way they are supposed to be. At least I think they are supposed to be, because they've taken away a lot of hours. I track it. I've taken pictures pretty much every day of where it's at, and then pictures of what they do to it. And it's ridiculous. Now I got to scroll back here and say hi to anyone who's come in, which it doesn't look like that many people have popped in yet, which is kind of interesting. That's cool. I appreciate all of you all for coming in. Birthday, everyone knows what reverse birthday, reversing dollar bills, pirate ship, right? I'm on pirate ship. No, it wasn't Dana talking about feed picks. It was Fed, and it was Fed who actually won the giveaway I had that same evening. So very interesting. There, I'll be right back. Very, very interesting that that worked out that way. But I'm sure Fed was just, or Ed was just making jokes. In fact, Ed Harrison has volunteered to give us a special giveaway on the day of my giveaway. So we are looking at, oh my Lord, we're looking at 5 significant, in my mind, giveaways, including Martial Laws Mora, but it's still got other stuff in it and swag and stuff, plus the 2 giveaways for the channel members and moderators combined, which includes the bar of silver for all the work people have been putting in watching my channel and getting my view time. So you need to be a moderator. And I know Michael's been here. Michael, I'm going to drop you into that moderator class. Good evening. I hope tonight finds you happy, healthy, and whole. And I haven't said my usual stuff there. Yeah, I hope tonight finds all of you happy, healthy, and whole. Those are the 3 H's I use to make fun of the 3 R's we were taught in school. That'd be reading, writing, and arithmetic. All right. Standard mod. I'm trying to make everyone who's a regular coming in here, Michael, a moderator, because I'm having a couple special little giveaways for you, for everyone who's a regular. That's the only way I can like track you all. So thank you for coming in. And if I know you, I mean, if you're a regular in all the live streams and stuff, I'm going to try to include you. I don't want to exclude anybody intentionally, but I also don't want to include any of the little I don't know what to call them. Do we have a name for them? Do we have a name for those people that just come into the lives for giveaways? That we should come up with a name for them if we do not have them. Oh, blessed, bite me. One of my favorite sayings when I was younger, bite me. It really kind of sums up a lot. It's like, anyway, yeah, blessed, your first time. Speaking of which, by the way, blessed, I've got a package, Thomas, set up for you, and I'm sending you something. So yeah, anyway, I hope you enjoy it. Douglas, I hope tonight finds you happy, healthy, and whole. Douglas, I do believe I have seen you around and in other live streams. Anyone else vouching for Douglas here? Give me a shout out and let me know. My memory is not that great for names, and I really would like you all to confirm as I add people in. Michael, of course, I remember from everywhere, and I think I remember Douglas, but I just want to make sure. That's right. It has to be off screen. Shit. Oh well, I'm already ruined it for like any kind of future monetization, so screw them. All right, that's what it is. Is what it is. Is what it is. I'm trying to be careful though, so forgive me if I pull myself off screen. That's what I'm doing. I know Michael, you've been around. I think Douglas also has. Douglas, I'm going to drop you in. Yeah, I'm going to drop you in. Like I said, I'm trying to be kind to everyone who's been a regular viewer and supports the knife community. You guys are special and you matter and you make a difference. You just won on bees? Rock and roll. And what was the knife you won? Oh, no worries. Con Man, hello. Thank you for coming in. Also, you have also been regular in here. Let me set you up as a basic moderator. Basic moderators, guys, I don't want you doing anything in the live stream on my birthday. We have people assigned for that. So you don't need to worry about that. What we need you to do is be nice and kind to everyone that comes in. Say hello to everybody. So if I've made you a moderator and you're getting those special giveaways we're doing, you all need to be chatting up everybody else, okay? You need to be helping me do that, all right? Robert, thank you for coming in. I appreciate it. Oh, you're welcome, Conman. You're really welcome. I appreciate you coming in. As we get going here, I will reiterate my whole Patreon thing. I'm sorry. I'm really chuckling. I appreciate the membership. The whole idea that someone would already join up and be a member, and that Mark did so, is just flattering as all hell. I did look, and I noticed Mark has signed up for a lot of people's Patreons. So clearly he's in a position to do so. And I do appreciate that. Anyone who is, that's really cool. But yeah, it was freaky. Blessed, you won 2 giveaways today? Hold on, Blessed. What the hell? You won. Clayton, hi. Thanks for coming in. I appreciate you joining me this evening. We're going to be talking about all kinds of stuff this evening, apparently. Help with gadgets. Thanks, William. Thanks for coming in. So, Blessed, tell me what all you won today. You won an HWG. You won on HWG earlier. So, yeah, tell me what all you won today, Blessed. It sounds like, as I've said all along, if you start going out and doing nice things for people, you start having nice things happen to you. It's kind of funny how that works. Anyway, I hope that's the case. So I hope you've been doing kind things and it's starting to pay off. Hi, Replicant. Am I missing people's? I'm on the full chat. Oh, there you are, Replicant. Wow, you are on late, my friend. I am on late and I am on early. Yeah, I do both. I do a late show and I do an early show. I do the morning show for everybody, and I'll be doing that Monday through Saturday at about 9:45 a.m. Sometimes earlier, usually earlier, actually 9:30 often. And then I often do a night show at this time 11:15 or so, and run really until I get tired. Yeah, I just have a lot of energy in life. Life is short. I'm trying to fill it up as far as I can, right? Got to live for it. See here. Jumping down here and making sure rigged. William, rigged? Really, William? Uh-huh. I appreciate that. You know what? Oh, by the way, anyone who does sign up for a Patreon automatically becomes a channel moderator and eligible for those 2 giveaways specials. Just saying. Now I'm holding it out over everybody like some kind of like thing. Anyway, I'm laughing at myself because I think it's funny. I appreciate anyone who is willing to help out the channel by doing that. Anything that is given to the channel will go back into the channel and will go to giveaways. And if there's enough interest, of course, Patreon members will be getting special giveaways. That's the whole point. All right. And you can go see over there on Patreon what I said. And I'm hamming it up because YouTube is being a bitch and not giving me my hours that people are actually. So here's my position on this. YouTube's taking away hours, okay? You guys are welcome. YouTube is taking away hours, right? So here's the deal. The hours I did where I was spamming playlists and stuff like that, okay, I'm good. I didn't spam no 800 freaking hours of time, okay? So taking away that much time from my channel is kind of punitive to you all. So you guys who were out there hitting my playlist and watching my channel and helping me out, we're literally giving hours of your life and your time to help me out and help out my channel. I really appreciate that. YouTube apparently does not appreciate that for you at all. So that pisses me off to the point that I'm on the warpath. We're going to get this channel monetized. I'm going to grow this channel. I'm going to be up there eventually where, Jared and MCR, and then we're going to turn to YouTube and we're going to go, all right? Because that's a bunch of bullshit what they're doing. Excuse me. So once I get on the warpath, I stick on the warpath. And if you don't realize that, go check out my Instagram. I have been posting a flower on Instagram as a big FU to Instagram for the past 4 years, every freaking morning, and a different freaking flower every freaking morning as my devotion to my irritation with them. So when you get on my bad side, you really get on my bad side, especially if you're corporate, right? Okay, I got to scroll back here. Michael said, very kind of you. Everyone's saying hello to each other. Stop doing that, YouTube. Let me get over here and make sure I'm not missing that. It comes in a little better over here. Conman, you do try to pop in. I appreciate it. Roger, Warpath Friday Night Live. Thank you. Mr. Skullfire, thank you. You're the one I'm really talking about there, Mr. Skullfire. You've gone out of your way so far to try to help me out with my channel and my view time and my hours. And for them to take that many away is an assault on you. And I'm offended for you. And so that's where this anger is coming from. It's coming from, I don't care about me. I mean, I don't. But my offense is coming for you guys because the more I've thought about it, the more I've grown angry. And it's not angry. Brown Sugar, hello. Thanks for coming in. I'm bitching tonight, huh? It's not anger at what them doing it to me. It's anger at them taking away what you all have given to me. You all literally are giving me your time, right? You're sharing it with me as a gift. And then this freaking beast from hell comes along and decides it's going to gobble it up. No, that pisses me off. So anyway, that's where that's coming from. So I hope you enjoyed the show in regard to that tonight, because that's been bugging me. And it's not, hey, Clint, welcome. Thanks for coming in. If I missed anyone coming in, say hi again, because I don't mean to. Clint, let's see, anyone should, okay, we're going on. Anyway, I'm sorry for going off on that. I really am. It's just been something that's been building in me as they keep taking away more and more hours. I mean, they dropped me down to like 30 hours or something, 40 hours on Sunday, which, okay, I mean, I can see that. Sunday's slow, whatever. I know it was like 20 hours on Sunday, but they did it again on Tuesday or something, and I had a 30-hour live stream. I had like a 28-hour live stream and a freaking another 14. And they dropped it down to like 13 hours, which means they took away everything any of you all did. Everything. And all of Tom's stuff. Knife Delights, they've been doing stuff. They took away all that on that one day for some reason. The next day they didn't. The day before they didn't. I don't know what's going on with that, but I think it's the AI bot, and then they're just, it's literally nuts. So it's got me on the warpath, and I'm the type of person that when I get upset, I'm going to win. I'm going to do my very best to win, and I'm going to do it right. I play by the rules. You make the rules. I play by them, and I will beat you with your own rules. I'll beat you over the head with them if I can. I should have been a lawyer, right? I've had multiple lawyer friends tell me you should have been a lawyer. It is wrong, and you know what? They're going to do it anyway because they hold the monopoly, and it's just like adding the hours. It's like Middle Complex was complaining about that they're doing other stuff. They're doing this stuff all over the place. It's not just to me. They're doing it to other channels all over the place. Apparently, they demonetized Barbie because they thought she was AI. Really? She do. I mean, her life. What the living daylights are they thinking? I'm trying my best not to cuss. What the living daylights are they thinking about? YouTube, YouTube. I'm complaining about YouTube, Mr. Mouse. I'm complaining about YouTube. I won't complain about people. I will complain about corporatism. I won't complain about people. People, you never know what's going on. Like I said before, with people. But yeah, no, I'm complaining about. Yeah, exactly. Send YouTube a bill for your time and effort. If you put in, that's exactly it, Mr. Skullfire. If you put in like they took away 700 hours. If you put in 200 hours of time, draw up a little like invoice and say, I devoted 200 hours of my time to, 1 Minute Knife Reviews channel, and those hours have been taken away. I would like to be reimbursed for my time. I don't know. I'm being sarcastic as all get out in that regard, but it gets annoying. On the other hand, now I want to be positive. We are at almost 2,000 hours. We're on our way to making it to the 3,000 and 4,000 hour point, and we will make it there with your all's help. We will make it there. We are making good progress. For every 2 hours they take away, we get an hour or two or three even. So it just depends. And the live streams really help coming in here. The birthday live stream is going to help tremendously, I hope. So, it is what it is. It's a game in which they set the rules. And if we want to participate, we have to play by their rules. That's the simple reality. And so, therefore, that's what we're doing. So, yeah, let's do a pocket check, Con Man. Con Man says he's carrying his Mannix 2 salt. All right. Ed, I've already said hi, Ed, I think, but if I have not, I apologize. And everybody else, if I missed you on my rant when you came in and I did not say hi to you, I absolutely apologize. Please post something in the chat. I will say hi to you. I absolutely will never ignore anyone who comes into my channel. I am on live chat. I am on live chat. You mean I'm hidden by ChopTat? If I put something, huh? Let me put something in there, huh? I shouldn't be hidden by Top Chat. Anyway, but I have it on live chat on my tablet and on my PC here. So now, apparently I did not have that. Anyway, let's do a pocket dump, everybody. Let me know what you're wearing. Also, let me know what you got plans. Oh, I have no idea why that happens, but I have noticed it's been happening, Mr. Mouse. I'm wondering if they are not like shadow banning me or something, because I have noticed that until someone says hi to me and people see me, it seems like no one sees me. And yeah, I'm okay. But I will shout out everyone and say hi. Eventually someone seems to see me. But yeah, man, go make sure you always go to live chat or you might never see me. I'm in almost everybody's chat too. I try to be. Okay, Con Man. Well, you want to carry something nice and refined, and if it's a wedding of someone who's important to you, you want to carry a knife that you're going to remember, and you're going to look at and remember the wedding, and you're going to wish them well. So you want a good knife. You want one that'll be nice and gentlemanly, and you want one blessed. Welcome back. You want one. Hey, Deadhead, thanks for coming in here. I appreciate that. I used to actually travel with the dead a little bit. Go ask John Evans to tell his story of us at a dead show down in Florida. Yeah. We have some history from the 80s, 1980s. Yeah. It was a fun story. It was it was hilarious. Yeah, I don't know what's going on with that. I've noticed that. But yeah, it is what it is. Yeah, I'm not gonna worry about it. Yeah, it was a long time ago, right? many years, many lifetimes ago, for sure. But that being said, yeah, this is all a dream we dreamed, a long time ago, right? and now we're all living it. It's kind of fun that way. Man, they were on it. He was only born in 93. Oh, you missed out on so much. You know what? I was born in 67 and I felt the same way. I never got to see a Led Zeppelin concert. I mean, now that may not seem like much, but holy crap, I would have loved to have seen a live Led Zeppelin concert. Problem is, I was only like 8 or 9 at the time. Ugh. Oh well. Yeah, I had a lot of fun at Dead shows. A whole lot of firsts, like you say. A whole lot of deeply moving experience. I was at the Dead show where they had at Deer Creek, where the fence was torn down. I was there with my ex-wife, and we had our daughter with us, who was about 8 months old. And we were out in the crowd. We had tickets for the next night that were given to me by my brother. My brother took my parents to that show. They were in there in the lower stands during the show, and we were way outside. We saw the initial run on the fence, which was insane. And they had dogs, they were dropping tear gas. And then all of a sudden, everyone, all the police and everyone just disappeared. They just literally walked away, left everything unprotected at all. And at that point, people just charged the fence. And when we saw that, and then we saw them drop tear gas, we were out of there. We left immediately. You were there at that show? It was crazy. The next show being canceled, I had tickets to. Oh man, that would have been my last show to see Jerry. Oh well, it is what it is. Life goes on. We all move around. Let me scroll back here. Your mom was born in 67. Con man. All right. Roger says he had his Fintizo Atlas QSP Penguin Glide Lock, Kaiser Smolt, and Olay Arc Pro tonight. Very nice. Very nice. Everyone else is saying hello. Sorry. Yeah, that was a thing. There was the whole hippie crack thing, for sure. That's what we called it. Nitrous was called hippie crack. Literally, it was weird. It was really weird, and there was some kind of weird stuff going on with that. The whole parking lot scene. I started in the mid 80s, 87, I think. And it was great for the first 2-3 years. By the early 90s, 91, 92, 93, I think I had my car broken into in a parking lot. After that, it was just downhill. It really was. That's the way it goes. Life. I went to a further show with Willie and friends. Keep your hands off my Willie. Holding on to resentment is like taking poison and expecting the other person to suffer. Forgiveness is for us. William, you are 100% correct. Yeah, you can't resent things and people at all. You just kind of have to accept things and move on. If it's something negative, you just got to go on. That's life, right? And I'm all about positivity. I think so. Even in a negative situation where you would be like resenting somebody, you have a choice to choose to interact more positively and change the situation, thus taking control of it as opposed to letting it be in control of you. And I'm a big believer in that. Yeah, some things you just have to fight against too. You have to fight, like I'm fighting against you too. I'm going to beat them bastards. I just really don't tolerate. It's not me. I don't care that they took hours from me. I care more that they took hours from you all, and that is really pissing me off. It's like, God bless. I mean, it'd be like, okay, it's like sympathy of the devil. We're talking about death. It's like if you gave me $100 bill and then someone comes along and just shanks it out of my hand going, oh, I'm sorry, you didn't actually get given that. They didn't mean to give that to you, and we know. I'm like, excuse me? Who the are you to be telling me what? Anyway, oh my God, don't get me started again. It really is pissing me off. The more I've thought about it, the more it's pissed me off. So, William, in that regard, resentment is not it's not resentment. It's righteous indignation is what it is. And I can't say the word. That's what it is. Anyway, more things going on. Mr. Skullfire, EM. You know, I'm gonna look that one up if you don't mind. Coming over here, let me find a open window. EMHTII. EMH01015 N knife. Okay. Oh, okay. Well, what is going on here? Okay. So they look like a G10 and they look reasonable. They look very reasonable. How's the steel quality on those, Mr. Skullfire? How's the steel? I'm kind of curious. Are they good, William? Thanks for that. No, William, keep that non-denominational at the very best. But God bless you too. We try to keep religion out of live streams. There's places for that, and I just don't want to drive anyone off by beating him over the head with it. Okay. Anyway, you have a very good night. I hope tonight finds you doing better than if you had not come in here. More importantly, I hope you wake up tomorrow morning with a smile on your face and that you go out and do something nice for someone and it makes your world a better place too. I hope you have a good night. Get your Google account back? Oh my God. What the hell, Ed? How'd you lose your Google account? I mean, I've been unpleasantly surprised how tied into everything my Google account is. I'm like signing up for the YouTube spin tracker, right? For the giveaway. Oh, sign in with Google. All right. And then, you have to set up Patreon. The whole reason I set up Patreon is because the darn spin giveaway thing said I had to set up a Patreon to pay them. Like, okay, here we go. And just to set up everything for Monday. So I set up a Patreon, right? We get the Patreon set up. and all that stuff, which of course I already mentioned earlier, but it's all tied into the Google account. If you don't have your Google account, you're in trouble. They will lock you out of it. Yeah, I mean, if you got locked out of it, rather than I don't know. I'm sorry, Ed. I'm really sorry because that hurts you in terms of trying to do anything with your freaking YouTube or, I mean, I guess Instagram's Meta, so you don't have to worry about them as much. But dang, that's harsh. If there is anything I could do possibly to help you, I'd be happy to. I wouldn't know where to begin. If you have any ideas, send them to me. I'll try to help. I said I know a bunch of lawyers. Sad thing is, they don't do law anymore. They're great lawyers. They're the best kind. I've got one that's a really good friend, and he is a firearms seller. He's got his license for firearms. And I've got another one, and she sells, wants to translate bastards. That's hilarious. And she sells real estate. Yeah, go figure. Actually, I take that back. I do know another one that does practice law, and he is a copyright attorney. And I mean, I don't know if they even talk to anybody anymore because they became so rich, and I don't think they talk to anyone anymore. I'm laughing at that in kind of a sad, hurt way, but it is what it is. You like the action? It's a budget knife. It was sharp, straight out of the box. We're talking about the EMHT III. Yeah, it comes in D2. It looks like it's primarily D2 across the board. Which blade shape do you have? You got the drop point, the clip point, the harpoon? That's a significant, looks like a trailing clip point, or the ram's foot, or the whatever that is. Or we got a Tonto there. Looks like they have a heck of a lot of blade shapes there. I'm just kind of curious. You can't do anything. Everything goes through Google. Yeah, that's what I'm saying. I mean, you could go and open up a free AOL email account so that you can have an email account and all that, or Yahoo. And you can get into Meta because Meta is not through Google. But everything else, YouTube, all the rest of that stuff is. You have 3 different ones? Oh, that's cool. At that price, I can see it. I mean, they're very reasonably priced, especially if you like them and they're sharp and you enjoy them. They're very good for a collection. I'm a big fan of collecting anything that you can afford. That's how it goes, right? We all have our ranges. And hey, believe me, Mr. Skullfire, I do want to say something about this. Is for everybody. I do want to say, yeah, you have to change your phone number and probably your address and your emails and stuff. Mr. Mouse, yeah, it's possible. It's also possible that no one's going to show up and we're going to have like 50 people there, guys. And if that happens, I'm happy. I actually mean that, because that means some very nice knives are going to go to some very good people that have been coming into my live streams like you all have been. And so I'm very happy with that. But if EMH 16, I'm going to have to look that up. But if it ends up, yeah, we'll see. If it ends up being huge and I get a large number of people, I've already set it up for moderators. I've already set it up for crowd control, all of that type of stuff. We have people who are assigned to certain tasks. And in addition to that, we have it set up for channel promotion. We will be promoting all the channels that come in the whole time. So I'm hoping a lot of channels show up as well. They're welcome to, and they're welcome to participate. I think a lot of people might want that fusion, and you're absolutely right. And if that's the case, more power to them, and I will take all the views, and we will enjoy it for everybody. And in that case, Mr. Mouse, that's why you're a moderator. All you guys who are moderators are all getting the 2 special giveaways that are just for you guys. That way, even if we were to get 1,000 people in, you all are pretty much guaranteed a 1 in 30, a 1 in 40 chance of winning something nice, for you all. And so I did that on purpose. And my goal in doing that is to make sure that I am rewarding you all for coming in and seeing me, because in a large giveaway, if it does get out of hand, there's not much I can do to make sure we reward, the ones who are always coming in. Now, another benefit of always coming in, though, apparently will be that Jared's knives are coming in late, which means I will be having giveaways for just the channel. I mean, obviously for the morning live streams or the evening live streams going forward. And I will make those random. So you kind of just have to show up to know when you're going to get one. I have 2 giveaways for mods. Oh, make yours for mods as well. So we have three giveaways for just the mods. I'm just going excited for that. Thanks, Ed. So we have 3 giveaways just for channel members and mods, and the people have been coming in early, and often, and people that are obviously well known in the community, things like that. If JB shows up, I'm gonna make him a mod. Okay, if Zach shows up, I'm gonna make him a mod. I don't mean to lessen your all's chances, but they deserve it. You know what I mean? They help everybody. They deserve it. You don't accept giveaways. I know, man. I've noticed about that. And I do. Okay, so here's the deal, Mr. Mouse. I agree with you. And the reason I've set this giveaway up the way I have is to milk that for all it's worth. I want I want either of 2 things. I want only 80 people to be here, and you all to have a wonderful chance of winning like 6 giveaways, 8 giveaways now. Okay, that's great. And that would be wonderful. Or I want 1,000 people to be here, and I want to milk them for every hour I can get out of them. Okay, guys? I want to build this channel on the backs of those very people coming in here to try to snipe the channel and steal from people who come in here all the time and try to help the channel grow. And because of those very people coming in, I will get my way, because they're going to want to stick around and figure out when the 3 big giveaways are. And you know what? I am going to be as obnoxious as hell about telling people when they're going to come and when they're not, just for that very reason. So I really hope you all appreciate what I'm doing there. And it's not meant to be, it's not meant to be rude to anyone or nasty to anyone. They're coming in for a giveaway. They're going to get their giveaway, but they're also going to help support the channel as they do so. And that's where I'm going with that. You see what I'm saying? So that's what I mean. Yeah, if you have to come to live streams in the morning for the most part, if you want to be added as a mod, if you haven't been coming in for those, that's how you get that. Streaming machine. Thank you, Daily. You know what? Good evening, and thank you for coming in. I hope tonight finds you happy, healthy, and whole. 3 H's in mockery of the 3 R's. H to the 3rd power, if you will. You don't know the name of the 3rd of the knives that you have, and those are let me pull that back up, the EMHTIII. Pretty cool looking knives for like $30 and less, and it looks like they're pretty cool. Yeah, I'm streaming a lot. I was accused of being one of the harder working people in YouTube now. Apparently because I'm on every day for the most part. I will take Sundays off and Saturday night off. Excuse me, I'm having some burps. But my goals are pretty clear and pretty well stated for the channel, and they're pretty clear for you all that coming in to help out. I'm going to reward you all. The whole goal of the channel is to be turning into a giveaway channel that brings in enough to give away Protex and Winter Bladeco knives to the community. That is my goal in life for this channel. Now, I have many other projects I work on. I'm a member of 2 different nonprofits. I'm a physical therapist here in South Texas that I run my own business. So it's not like this is my only iron in the fire, if you will. Okay. So you guys do have to be patient with me. But my goal for this channel is that it is turning into a machine that's going to just power its way into giving you all stuff, like he says, a streaming machine. Oh, did you like that? How I tied that in? Anyway, Ed is a legend. He is. Ed is awesome. And Ed won my giveaway the other night. Just saying. He deserved it. To be clear, I know everybody here. I'm talking about people. Yes, I know you know. I know you mean that, Mr. Mouse. Actually, I'm very clear on that too. There is usually about, even in Zach's live stream, and you watch at the end of the live stream, there's about 30, 40 people that will just roll in all at once. And it's like someone in the live stream that's there says, "Hey, everybody, the giveaway's now." And they all come rolling in. And it's hilarious. And so, and I know like JB and Zach will then sit there and go through swag for a while, and they're doing the same thing. They're milking the time off of the people that are being that way, and that's good. I think that's appropriate. I think it's very appropriate. Thanks, Marcos. Maybe the Gatorade's working, but I'm actually generally pretty much this perky, although I may not have trouble with my R's as much. No, I don't do giveaways at all. Never. Yeah, I will do random giveaways throughout my live streams when I feel like it. If I get in the mood, get a hair up my ass, I will just do one. In addition to that, we on August 31st are having a big giveaway for my birthday, a reverse birthday giveaway. If you have not seen the videos, there are numerous videos on my channel you can go check out. Furthermore, if you want to help the channel out, there is a new Patreon. You can go check out the Patreon. It's also linked in my posts, in my channel posts. So yeah, if you guys want to do that type of stuff, you can. I'm not expecting anyone to do anything beyond what everyone has already done. Even sneaking your video out of your desk at work. Hey man, thank you. Thank you very much. I've been seeing it, but again, you got to be careful. YouTube is just sucking those hours back. I really cannot for the life of me figure out where they're getting. It can be annoying. It certainly can be annoying. Not as bad though as a pinched hair on your testicle. Sorry, it's late night. We can talk about this stuff. If you ever get a pinched hair on your testicle, those really hurt. So just saying. Boy, that way I put an end to the whole live stream. That you're sneaking the videos at my desk. You got to be careful if you're just playing them. If you don't change them up and you just let it run, unfortunately, YouTube is just stealing those hours away. I really wish they weren't. And like I said, it's put me on the warpath, but it is what it is. But yeah, I'm just doing random, and that's really just for you guys because you come in. I want to reward you all for being here when I do something like that. And even if it's only just a little swag pack of stickers. It is something. It's saying, "Hey, I appreciate y'all being here," and more importantly, I do it randomly because I really appreciate y'all being here, right? Yeah, and so by doing it randomly, I'm rewarding those of you who are actually here. And then doing this big giveaway again is really to give back, first of all, to you guys, but also to the whole knife community. Everyone that's been in all the chats throughout the past, oh my God, I want to say like 7 or 8 years. I have stickers. I have a whole sticker board of channels, of all the channels I've interacted with, I've had good times with, I can say good things about. And these are all just YouTube channels providing entertainment for you all. plus all the people that go to all those. I've watched these for many years. So I wanted to give back to the community and make the community a better place. And I felt that I can do that like 2 or 3 different ways. Doing the giveaways, giving good stuff to you guys, and making it high end stuff so that people will get stuff that maybe they can't. It was just the only idea I had, blessed, to figure out where to put the darn things. I didn't want to put them on my gun safe because, what if it moves? Didn't want to put them on my guitar case because, well, I've already got a lot of stickers on there, although I may put extras on there. Sometime ask me and I'll show you all my stickers on my guitar case. And we'll do that on some late night live stream. So I said, hey, let's do a channel board of all of the channel stickers I can. And then on the reverse side, I'm going to do all the manufacturers stickers and all the, the company stickers that I have, all that type of stuff. I just haven't gotten to it yet because, I do these other things that I just mentioned, right? I am a business owner. I am a member of 2 different nonprofits, and I am doing this YouTube thing. Yeah, it gets up there. And I do post a flower picture every freaking morning on Instagram. Again, if you don't know that story, I did talk about it in a live stream, and you all are welcome to go check that out, or I'll tell it again at some point. But yeah, Instagram has me shadow banned and has had me so for many years now, to the point where like 6 years now, to the point where I have just been spamming plant genitals in their face for the last literally 5 years, every single morning, and showing you all wonderful flowers that I hope you enjoy. So it's a big double entendre on my part, and forgive me, it's probably something of having to do with an IQ thing or something, but I am really enjoying the fact that I can do that and they don't get it, and that's really fun. Anyway, who doesn't like stickers? Man, I have collected stickers now for about 10 years, and most of the stickers that are in this giveaways that I'm doing, and if you want, you can go look at last night's show, because that shows all the stickers I'm giving to channel members. But every one of the giveaways has stickers in it, and a lot of those stickers are older collectible stickers. I try to throw 1 or 2 in every group that comes from my collection that I have collected over these years. And then those are often duplicates. They come from channel wins. They come from swag packs that people send out, from channel memberships. And I'm going to be honest. I am not the best person at signing up for channel memberships because I'm self-employed and I have a family to take care of, right? And so I don't necessarily have the extra disposable income to be pouring into channel memberships every month and things like that. So when I get a channel membership, it's often just a gift from somebody. So even those have been gifts to me. So just saying. What do you do beyond your yeah, what do you do? Vehicle. Now, patches, I'm doing patches on my roof. So anyone who wants to send me patches, hit me up. I'll take any patches off, or even maybe trade or buy patches off of you. If you have patches you don't use and you don't want, I want them on my roof of my mobile studio. I want to do the whole roof. So if you got stuff, hit me up. We'll work it out. We'll work out something. But stickers at some point. Yeah, I mean, I've kind of run out of room on here. I've had to actually start overlapping a little bit, and I probably will. I may actually pile it up and overlap it just to create a sense of continuum and depth, if you will, of all that stuff. Does that make sense? Anyway, we'll see. At some point, we'll see. But yeah, I'm going to start running out of room here really soon, especially as more and more people start wanting to participate and send me stickers and stuff. I may have to do other, maybe I'll just do other boards. That makes a lot more sense, right? Just do other boards and start spreading them out. You don't get a cool room like that. You know what? This is my business office. So, in fact, I probably shouldn't even admit that right on here. But this is my business office. So our house, when we bought it, we got very fortunate. We were here at the right time. Was a model home for a neighborhood that the company was pulling out of. So we got the model home at a discounted rate, and it came with 2 offices and a lobby built into what was once the garage, and then the home itself. And the home itself is not all that big, but when you combine the other space, it becomes much larger. And so I have we have two actual full business offices here in this house that are built in desks and cabinetry, messy there, sorry, cabinetry and all. In fact, there's a desk behind me. You see the desk wraps around here and all the way around back here behind me. Pretty cool setup that we got in on. And we got it, like I said, a really good deal. I wish things were as economical as the price I got this house for, because holy crap, I would buy 5 more if I could. You love companies like TPK that send stickers and candy and Band-Aids and stuff. It is very much the little things that are fun, right? They add fun to whatever it is you're buying. One of the big one that cracks me up is Smoky Mountain Knife Works. They're always doing something. I have one of their Sasquatch stickers that's going to go on my other side here. That is, a big collectible. And so, yeah, they're always doing stuff like that. Drink tumblers. I did. Whoa, Marcos, I unmoderated you. Hold on. Let me remoderate you. Well, it's not saying that. Marcos, make a new post. Somehow I must have done something stupid with my fat thumb. So make a new post, and I need to fix that for you. Make sure that you are still on my list. I did something really weird. But yeah, I did do a thing on. There you go. Yeah, let's fix that. Hold on. Yeah, I did. Sorry. Add as moderator. Fixing. There you go, bro. I'll fix. Yeah, whatever it was, that was dumb. There we go. This is Marcos Gamma. Yeah, Marcos Gamma. Yeah. He's the only Marcos I know by first name in the room. If your name is also Marcos, Mr. Mouse, then I will also refer to you as Marcos when I see you, but I would not have remembered that or known that. And yeah, I'll have to forgive me if I don't learn your name. It is not meant as an insult or anything like that. I have a form of facial agnosia. So when I was younger, I did not get glasses until I was about 10 years old. However, my vision started actually going bad as early as 6. Right. So I didn't learn to recognize people's faces. If I look at you in the face without glasses, I can't see your face. I just see a blur and some vague features. Okay. And so because of that, I learned actually to know who people were by watching them move around, which is great for my career because that's what I do for a living. On the other hand, it means I don't remember people's names. If you try to tell me your name, it will go in one ear and out the other, and I will never remember it until I try really, really, really hard and over weeks of trying to remember it. Your name is Mouse. Your mom thought you were funny looking. It's not Marcos, but Marcos Gamma. Yeah, but I think Gamma might be a last name. I'm not 100% sure on that, Marcos. I never asked you, but I believe I did mail you something once. Anyway, the Mightiest Mouse. Indeed. Y'all remember Mighty Mouse, right? Or Underdog? Anyone remember Underdog? What was that? Speed of lightning, power of thunder, fighting all who rob or plunder. Underdog. Yeah, they took out Underdog. It was funny because Underdog used to take a power pill for his powers to kick in. And that was like the first season or something. And then they took that out of the show because it was too controversial for his powers to kick in. But yeah, Underdog. Anyway, Mighty Mouse Tattoo. That's even better. You used to watch them all the time. Yeah, the old cartoons. How about Speed Racer? Go, 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 Speed Racer. Anyway, that's sorry. That's a Devo song. 1 second. Or we could go off on a tangent on weird bands that we know about. Just saying, anyone else a Devo fan? I'm a huge Devo fan. I really love the technical nature of their music. It was really cool. Speed Racer was an excellent cartoon, along with Dragon Ball Z. I have Dragon Ball Z patches in my car, in my truck. But yeah, Speed Racer was awesome. A Scooby Doo fanatic. All right, I was not as big of a fan of Scooby Doo. Um, Mainly because the storyline was always predictable. I guess so was Speed Racer, right? But the storyline was always really predictable with Scooby Doo. It was always I mean, it was always the mayor of the town or somebody who was doing something trying to scare everybody off. It was way too predictable. Anyway, you saw Devo in San Francisco with the flower pots. Nice. In the 70s. Wow. Wow. And if you were in San Francisco in the 70s, holy crap, you were getting some of the best Dead stuff. Damn. Now I'm jealous of your musical history and experiences, at least the ones that I assume that you must have had. Holy cow. That is cool. I'm excited that you're in here then. Thank you for coming in and joining us. That's awesome. Sharing that history and experience with us. Appreciate that a lot. You didn't live there, but it was great. Yeah, I can imagine. Like I said, I was born in 67. Unfortunately, I did not hit my teenage years until about 1980, right? 1979, 1980, I started exploring the world a little more aggressively on my own. Uh, your wife is your Velma. I hear you. I understand exactly what you mean there. I didn't explore the world till I was about 13 or so, 14. I got a moped when I was 14, and believe you, back then a moped was basically like a motorcycle. I mean, you could go anywhere and do anything on one of those suckers. The top speed was like 45 miles an hour. If I ducked down, I got out of the wind. It was. But yeah, those were the days, right? No one nowadays will be getting any of the experiences like that I had growing up, and it's a sad thing because some of them were well worth their time. Um, when I was really young, I watched a black and white cartoon called Prince Planet. First Japanese anime. Nice. That's cool. I'm not a huge anime fan, but I am a big fan of, like I said, Dragon Ball Z. There's some anime I've seen, but I've not really dived deep into anime. I've heard that I should. I've absolutely. I'm a big sci-fi fan and fantasy fan. I've heard that I should. I just really haven't. I had the time. 1960. Oh man, your dad stopped to vote on the way to the hospital. Holy crap. Well, you know what? A strange coincidence. Nixon was a Quaker, and so am I. Yeah, there you go. Is what it is. Cowboy Bebop, I have seen short parts of. I used to watch now one thing I did watch a lot was Nickelodeon late night back in the day, when they had some of their crazy stuff on. Samurai Jack, was that the one I'm thinking of? Yeah, they had a lot of their crazy stuff on. I did enjoy a lot of that stuff. That was fun. That was a long time ago. Yeah, man, has not the consumption of entertainment changed so dramatically over the past 20 years? I mean, we went from TV cable to satellite, now to internet hodgepodge of a billion different sources. You can get stuff from anywhere. We're almost moving back into cable because all the internet sources that have the good stuff are all now subscriptions, which means you're kind of going back into cable. It is insane how we're going full circle in the whole entertainment thing. And then when you introduce AI, I've made it clear in my live streams that I believe people want real entertainment. They want real people doing real things. They don't want to sit and give all their attention to an AI generated something that's going, number 19 on the list is this, and it's the best. If you want this, it's compared to this. I'm so sick of all that stuff. Let's jump back into the chat here for a second. Samurai Jack was great. Cowboy Bebop, yep. Samurai Jack, Ren and Stimpy, Aeon Flux. I liked Aeon Flux a lot. Beavis and Butthead. Now, Beavis and Butthead and, of course, The Simpsons and all that type of stuff, they start to move into a different genre, a different type of entertainment. That became much more socio-political commentary. Whereas the earlier stuff, like if you talk about Ren and Stimpy, it kind of was more socio-psycho commentary rather than socio-political commentary, if you will. I don't know if you see what I'm talking about there, but that's the thing. And then you get into things like Family Guy, which is absolutely socio political mockery on so many different levels, as are The Simpsons. You know, one second. But the but the earlier stuff was not so much focused on the socio stuff. I mean, on the political stuff and the current event stuff. It's really moved into stuff. You know what, Mr. Mouse? No worries. If you really want to know, I'll be happy to talk to you about it in private. I don't proselytize. I have absolutely no desire to beat anyone over the head with religion. My philosophy is that every single person has to find their own way to the divine on their own. Now they may ask for help and stuff like that, but you find your own way there, and you're gonna find your own way there one way or another because no one gets out alive. So yeah, that's the way I view it. Oh yeah, very much so. In fact, the whole state of Pennsylvania was founded because of the Quakers. No worries. Yeah, no worries. Yeah, it is. It is a Christian faith. But again, I don't talk religion in here. This is not about religion. We're here to talk about knives, have fun, hang out, have a good community, and how to beat YouTube at their mother freaking stinking game that they're playing, stealing hours from people. Because I don't like that. So please go watch my videos. Go hang out and just put something on in the background, and let's run it until the point that they give up on taking hours away. Let's beat them into the ground with it. Or let's make them spend so much money taking hours away that they decide it's better in their interest to monetize my darn channel. How about that? We can do it. We can absolutely do it. Hanna-Barbera. Now that's cool. I liked Hanna-Barbera. Yeah, Hanna-Barbera cartoons. I thought Hanna-Barbera was pretty cool. We used to have a Kings Island down in Cincinnati was a, as opposed to Disney based or whatever, it was a Hanna-Barbera based amusement park. And so Kings Island, we used to go there every year. Warpath Friday night. You know what? No, I don't want to go there because I don't want to turn it into too much of a thing. Because again, we'll get there. We'll do it, and I'm relentless. I will not let go. Kind of like a bulldog on that one. I will not let go of this topic on issues because they are being mean to not only me, like I said, they're being mean to you all, and that's what's wrong. All right, if it was just me, I could care less. I wouldn't be pissed off about it. Captain Caveman. Yes, a grape ape. You know what? Those were pretty good commercials, and commercial cartoons. And the funny thing about them, oh man, you have a shelf with a bunch of Scooby and Shaggy. Bless you, were saying you're a big Scooby fan. So I can believe that. I don't have much. The only cartoon memorabilia I have is an autographed uh, watercolor of Charlie Brown and Snoopy hugging with little hearts over their heads, and it's autographed by Charles Schultz. I have that. That's the only type of thing I have that's cartoon based. On the other hand, I'm very happy to have that because that's a really freaking cool piece of memorabilia. I don't know. There are probably a couple hundred of them he signed like that or whatever. Scooby-Doo was great stuff. Hanna-Barbera, Flintstones, just the Flintstones. You look at the Flintstones, and they were a straight up mockery of the 50s, right? Yeah. At least that's the way I saw them. I don't know. Y'all correct me what you think. But yeah. Oh, your wife would love this. Yeah, we used to have a collection of Snoopy stuff. Everything from Christmas stuff to even like a hand carved wooden Snoopy stand up that one of my patients had and carved for me. We used to have a lot of Snoopy stuff. We've gotten rid of a lot of it as our daughter got older. But I've hung on to that picture because I really like that picture. It means a lot because pets are, when you have a pet, whether it be a cat or a dog, maybe a bird, rodents, maybe not so much, but they become absolutely a part of the family. They they become nearly as important as your children or other family members. And I say nearly because if it comes down to feeding your child or feeding your pet, unless you're the boy and his dog at the end of that one, you're gonna feed your family, right? Um, and that's what that reminds me of. Animals become such a significant part of your life that that's an important thing. And there's nothing like that connection and that love that and trust that an animal gives you when you take care of them, and they're your animal or they have adopted you, and they think of you as their person. I mean, there's nothing like that level of connection, besides that between you and another person if you're in a romantic relationship. There's nothing else like it, so just putting it out there. um Jumping down. Dog people rock. You know what? Okay, I guess we can start a fight. Cats or dogs? I like animals regardless better than most people, Mr. Mouse. Most animals that I've ever met are better than people, and I like people a lot. I told a patient that the other day, in fact. But I like people a lot, but animals are better than people. They really are, for the most part. I've met some shit people, but I mean shit dogs and cats, but most of them are better than people. Okay, so both. Blessed says both. I'm on you with both. I'm open to any animal. Douglas, dogs. Come on, Mr. Mouse, dogs all day. Chris, welcome. I hadn't seen you comment, but thanks for coming in here and commenting tonight, Chris. Dogs, Daily Planet, dogs, but a cat fan as well. Well, just to be clear, I have 2 cats right now. I used to have 2 Jack Russell Terriers, so I've had my share. Dogs keep you sane while your wife is at work. When you are alone and you have no other companionship, an animal can be as important as another person. Absolutely, Mr. Skullfire. And I'm with you there. I've been through periods in my life where I was absolutely alone. So when I graduated from college at the age of 30, after getting divorced, I moved down to South Texas by myself, totally alone. No family, no friends, no nothing. Just stubbornness and determination, and my cat. And that cat lived 17, 18 years, was a stray when we got her, could have been a year old. Um, she got me through a lot, a whole lot of lonely times and trauma. And so, yeah, for sure, having an animal there, your dogs is, I get it. I totally get it. You've grown up with animals your whole life. Yeah, me too. In fact, horses too. Um, ironically, ironically, my dad raised horses, and I never got to be around them once. And that's a long story we'll not go into. But yeah, I've been around animals my whole life. I learned to ride horses when I was about 6, 7. Um, and animals are just better than people. They really are for the most part. And like I said, I like people. No judgment, but unconditional, and no judgment and unconditional love can't go wrong. You know what? And that's what you get from most animals. That's absolutely. I have seen dogs that will look at you judgingly. I just say that, and cats too. Dogs are a man's best friends. They absolutely are. And they can also be the biggest pain in the butt. They can be both. They literally can be both. We had a Jack Russell who was a total snot. So we had 2 of them, right? One was got as a puppy. The other was a rescue when he was full grown. Damaged teeth. He had a rough life. He was out on the streets for like at least a year on his own. They kept trying to catch him. He made the news locally on the local Channel 5 news. He made the news locally. And then we ended up adopting him. And it was a wonderful, wonderful puppy dog. We had to put him down when his spine got so bad that he was banging his head on the ground. That's tragic. That's so heartbreaking. It really is when you have to do something like that. But anyway, our original puppy, her name was Jackie. His name was Kenny. Jackie was freaking. Oh, Deadhead, you have a good night. You have a good night. I hope tonight finds you happy, healthy, and whole. I hope it finds you happier than you came in, and that you wake up tomorrow with a smile on your face. You go out and do something nice for someone. because if you do, it will make your world a better place. So go do something kind, go look for opportunities to do something kind and make the world a better place. It will happen. Jack Russells are a commitment. They are indeed. Your family had, I got to roll back. I'm missing stuff, guys. 5-pound Yorkie, biggest pain in the butt. That's what caused me to talk about my dogs. And they choose you. Yep, they absolutely do. Animals choose a person. What you gonna do? Horses and farms and goats that you hated. Ouch, I'm sorry. And Uncle had a small zoo growing up. Poodles judge all the time, and poodles suck. Jack Russell's our commitment. Good night. Deadhead, I said already, and I'm catching up. Mr. Mouse, same here. Had a 4-pound Yorkie that goes everywhere. Loves to go for a ride with you anywhere you go. That's nice, Roger. That's really cool. Your other uncle had a rodeo, so you've been around animals. Nice. Thanks, Deadhead. You have a good night. You got her for the wife, but she's a daddy's girl. So anyway, Jackie, our female, and I called her that for some reason. She reminded me of Jacqueline Onassis Kennedy, so I called her Jackie. Go figure. I don't know how or why she reminded me of it, but the way she was raised, she thought she was a person. Now Kenny was a street dog. He grew up rough, right? He was out on his own. He knew he was a dog. Now this may sound funny, but there was a dynamic relationship between those two that was hilarious because one thought they were a person, like a family, a child of family or whatever, presumptuous attitude, everything. The other one knew he was a dog and was doing his very best because he was a stray that we took in. He was doing his very best to fit in. And so there were dynamics that were hilarious. One of the biggest one that stands out to me was the food bowl. I mean, we would feed them, right? McKinney was like territorial about his food bowl. Like not gonna let anyone near his food bowl. And she would nibble, walk around, look at him like, what the hell's wrong with you? There's plenty of food. And just go on. And it was like hilarious to watch the interactions between the two of them. Like I said, because of that dynamic. Anyway, I hope you enjoyed the little story. I like to tell those stories. You wish you had a pet right now, but no room. I hear you, Thomas. I hear you. And there's also the financial commitment. No one should take on a pet. And this is, I mean this. And no one should take on a pet if you can't take care of them. If you can't feed them, and it's not a commitment that you're picking up for 2 or 3 years. A pet is a commitment that you're picking up for your life. You're picking them up for 20 years, maybe only 15 or 10, but you're picking them up for a really, really long time. So please do not ever take a pet on lightly. And that's not right for the pet. You're not being right to them. They're bonding with you for their lifetimes. And then if you leave them, what do they got? And so that's why adoption is so important for strays and stuff. They had bonded with people and then ended up stray or abandoned or lost or whatever. They need that. They're not conditioned to live on their own. So just putting that out there. Be kind to animals too, right? Dog was Roger. Dog was supposed to be the wife's dog. For some reason she chose to. You know what? A lot of times, are they girls? Yeah. A lot of times girl dogs will choose a guy, a male. I don't know if it's the smell of testosterone or whatever, but a lot of times girl dogs will choose males and bond. And a lot of times male dogs will actually bond with a female in the house. My brother had a pit bull that just totally bonded with my mom. I mean, totally. I mean, he was her baby. I mean, he would sit in her lap. Big old pit bull would try and climb in her lap and just sit there and it was just crazy. Hi, Mark. Mark, I'm going to shout out Mark Belsby. Mark Belsby is my very first and biggest Patreon supporter. Thank you, Mark. I appreciate that. And he wants to promote the channel and help the channel grow. I really super appreciate that. Anyone else that wants to, I have set up a Patreon. You can come in at the basic level and get some basic benefits. The benefits grow as you grow through the levels. They're all listed there on Patreon. Feel free to check it out. Feel free not to. The whole point of that was because YouTube's not letting me get my hours. I wanted some other way for people to help out with the Thank you, man. Help out with all the shipping and everything for the birthday giveaway. Um, and of course, to support the channel. If I can get enough Patreons supporting the channel, then we're doing the ProTech giveaways every week or every month or whatever I can get. Anyway, both internally to the Patreons and externally. And we'll make that happen. So no worries, Blessed. Again, I don't expect anything from anyone. I'm not asking anyone to do anything that they absolutely do not want to do on their own and feel motivated to do or moved to do, because that's not what this is about. This is about giving back to you all. But anyway, thank you for coming in, Mark. I appreciate you popping in and hanging out. If you can leave it running when you go out, go for it. I'm always trying to get as many hours as I can, and I'm not afraid to be shameless when it comes to trying to figure out how to get YouTube. I'm still, like I said, this other people have been pointing out. You missed my rant earlier, Mark. Go back and watch it. I have been ranting on YouTube. They pissed me off to the point where I am furious. And it's not because of them taking stuff away from me. It's because of them taking stuff away from you. You guys have been giving me hours, and they're taking those hours away, and that pisses me off. Yeah, when you volunteer to give me support and help and part of your life and part of your time, and then YouTube turns around and just arbitrarily says, no, that doesn't count. That makes me angry. Okay. And I mean angry. I don't know if you can see my aura, but there's like red flashes going through it, I'm sure. And so, yeah, I just want you guys to understand that this anger is a righteous, non-selfish anger. It's one that is just pissing off. And yeah, what they did to Barbie and what they've done to other channels. Yeah, I'm furious about how the hell can they accuse a live streamer of being AI generated stuff? That's just wrong. And given all the AI generated crap that's on the internet right now, especially on YouTube, really? They're not going to go after her? Yeah, it wasn't about, it had to be something else. It had to be something else. I mean, yeah, maybe that's what they said. I think it had to be something else. There's something going on. Anyway, glad this isn't a two-way video thing. Y'all get a horrible show. Well, a lot of times I leave this on while I'm getting ready for bed so that people can let it run for the last, 20 minutes or whatever. And yeah, I'm very careful not to give anyone a show. No one wants to see an old man anyway. I mean, unless you're Jacques Joulet. Anyone remember Jacques Joulet? Dynamic tension. Jacques Joulet. It was all about doing isometric muscle exercises where you would do this and this. And the whole idea was, to really work your muscles against each other. And he had a whole routine for the whole body. That guy was like 80 years old and decked. I mean, he had like a 6-pack or maybe 8-pack. I mean, he was like rocking, like bulked, everything. Anyway, so yeah, Jacques Joulet. That's a blast from the past to remember. You know what, Blessed? I'll still go in and watch because I owe him. I mean, my God, thank you, MC. Thank you, Richard, for giving me the knife you gave me for this giveaway. This, if you ever see this, I hope you sincerely understand that I will appreciate that the rest of my life. It's really cool. But I know exactly what you mean. You got 1,300 people, maybe 1,700 people on a big one. Yeah, I mean, if you're there for the giveaway, what's the point, right? Your odds of winning that are horrible. You're probably going to do better playing the lottery. At least then you have a chance of winning a couple $100 out of it, right? But yeah, and a lot of people also feel like as big as he is, he doesn't need the views. I've heard that comment before. MC doesn't need my support. Well, you know what? Yeah, first of all, he does. Of course, all of us do. Everyone that's doing entertainment for you all online needs your support. All of the channels, they need your support. They wouldn't be here trying to do it if they weren't trying to get away from the 9 to 5 or whatever, right? For most of them. Good night, Michael. You have a wonderful evening. I hope tonight finds you happy, healthy, and whole. I hope you come in and have a better night than you would have had. And I hope you have a better day tomorrow. Have a smile on your face and then go and do nice stuff for people. It makes your world a better place. Well, that one came out pretty reasonable. Kind of rhythmic and rhyming even. Anyway, I do my best to come up with phraseology, but I mean most sincerely everything I just said. I want everyone that comes in here to leave with a smile and to go out and to wake up with a smile tomorrow, and to go and when you wake up all grouchy and in pain, remember, I wished you to wake up with a smile and smile. Anyway, you like smaller lives, you really get to know people, and you built great friendships through the knife community. Awesome people, and a lot of them are right here. I agree. I agree. I have found that the knife community is very supportive, very good people, very kind people, for the most part. Of course, there's squabbles like within any family where you have one group of people might not be getting along with another clique of group of people. But as long as you keep it out alive, I don't give a crap. Go fight with each other, beat each other up, I don't know, whatever. But don't bring it into the live stream and disrupt everybody else's good time, right? Other than that, we're all good. And I will support anybody. If you're a good person, you come in and you try to be a good person, even if something bad's happened, because I know how reputation is, it's hard to repair. Even if something's bad's happened in the past or you made mistakes, I'll try to support you. I'll try to encourage you. I'll try to lift you up, and we'll try to make you do better with the community and everyone else, because that's what I believe. I believe everyone should have, second chances and stuff, because frankly, life's too short not to, right? You cut people, you never know. You cut someone off, they down the road might be someone really wonderful. You never know, especially if someone gives them the time to help them work through it. And I've encountered people that sometimes just need someone to say, "Hey, man, do better, be better." It works. It makes a difference. Wow. At this point, I think I'm getting tired, and I have a live stream to do tomorrow morning for you all, as I do every Monday through Saturday at 9:45 to 10 o'clock. My time slot on KnifeTube schedule on the knife listing that Scott in posts, is at 10 o'clock, but I will actually run early most of the time when I can. That being said, you got to crash. Yeah, I got to crash too. For the love of God, amazing. I don't know what's amazing, but thank you. I appreciate that. I hope. Anyway, yeah, we will see you all tomorrow in the morning in the live stream, and those of you who can make it. And if you don't make it, I understand. Make it to my evening streams. Usually Thank you. I appreciate that, Daily Planet. Actually, it's pretty easy. I haven't given all that much. Other people have given me to just froze. Oh, that was weird. That was weird. It just froze for a second. Anyway, I thank you, and if I can give more, I will. My goal is to give as much as we can and to crowdsource it all so that we all get to benefit and we all get to enjoy it, right? That's my goal. If we can do that, we're doing good things for the world and each other, and we're making the world a better place for everybody. Awesome. That's my goal. Anyway, so I'm going to wrap this up. I will see everyone tomorrow morning. Hopefully, if you can make it, great. If you cannot make it, no worries. I appreciate you making it now. Y'all want to be there for my birthday reverse giveaway, though. If you don't know about it and you're in the stream, I don't know how you missed it. But yeah, you're going to want to be there. Now, I honestly do not know if it's going to get out of hand and crazy or not. I really hope it doesn't. I really sincerely hope it stays reasonable enough that it helps the channel, but also keeps your odds pretty good. I really hope. I'll be there. Yeah, I do know, Mark, and I appreciate that. At least I assume I know. And I appreciate that. And I appreciate Chicken Fried Steak. I appreciate you being here. If I missed saying hello earlier, I think I did, but I'm not 100% sure because my memory is not as sharp as it was. And I am talking. Ed will probably be asleep in the morning. Well, you know what? Someone needs to play for Ed. Someone who's nice needs to play for Ed. But we'll get you. Don't worry, one way or the other. Let's see. Got to get me a winter blade. Mark, I just traded for one. I just traded my ProTech Mordax in MagnaCut for a Winter Blade Co. Factor. It should be arriving on my birthday, I think, or the next day. One of the two. Shipping around here is always horrible. You never know when things are going to come. But yeah, I'm super excited and stoked for that. And I will be sharing that with you all on the morning live stream when I get it and get it open. But that'll be my first actual owned Winter Blade Co. knife. I have handled many because Brian is an upstanding and incredible person who has been so generous to me that he has sent multiples of his knife. Go check him out on my channel. I have a playlist just for him. Go check him out on my channel. He has sent every one of those knives to me to check out. This is when I was a channel that had like 100 subs, 200 subs. And this manufacturer, I say, hey man, I really love your stuff. Is there any way I could check some of it out? And he's like, oh yeah, sure. Here you go. And ever since, he's been supporting my channel. I guess that kind of goes to show you, you never know until you try, and you never know until you ask. If you need something from someone, sometimes simply asking is the way to go, and it can sometimes make the world a different place. So yeah, it was pretty cool. On the other hand, the worst case scenario, someone says no, or they ignore you. You lucky SOB. A red one with a black. Oh man, yeah, dude, Mark. Every single time he's done a drop, I'm in the same boat. There's no way I can afford it, and so I can't get them. And so it's been one of those where I just keep teasing him, going, Lord, man, I wish I could buy one of these from you. And the poor guy's going, I'll keep sending them to you. It's pretty cool. Satisfaction will run a long time. Well, so you're going to sleep late on Saturday morning. No worries. If I don't see you, Ed, tomorrow morning, I hope you have pleasant dreams. I hope you wake up with a smile on your face. And I hope you go out and do something nice. And those are my hopes for everybody. Whether or not I see you in the next live stream or not, whether I see you in the morning or an evening, my hopes are that you take from the live streams and you go make the world a little bit better. And again, I want to stress, not just for yourself. I mean, just for other people. When you do something nice for someone else, you make the world better for yourself. That's what I'm trying to say. Anyway, that's where I'm going. Waiting for a Fenrir. As soon as you get the money, sure enough. Roger, it's even worse than that for me because, I mean, I do okay. As I said, physical therapist. Now, I will admit, I used to do better. Had to pay child support and stuff, which was awful for a good 12, 13 years, which was pretty rough. But what I used to, I mean, my wages haven't gone up much, right? What I used to make was pretty decent. It's worth about half of what it used to be. And I mean that. I mean, my income is barely making it for a family of 3, and I have a pretty good income. It's crazy. It is downright crazy trying to survive. We'll see where the world goes, but I think things are going really crazy. And when it comes to trying to buy extra stuff, I was able to buy extra stuff in the past. That's why I have a nice knife collection. Not so much able to buy extra stuff nowadays. It's just hard to do. It's really hard to do. Daily Planet, your dog will wake you at 6:30. No excuse not to be there. Well, yeah, be careful. That's 8:30 my time. I don't start till 10, probably about 9:30 for those people who want to be a little early. So yeah, please be there. No excuse. Set an alarm anyway. If I could be playing or participating to win that that fusion, oh, I would be. Okay, I would set an alarm. I'd be getting my ass up to come to try to win it, especially knowing that it may only be 100 people. I would absolutely be here. So I expect everyone who can be will be. And if you can't be, you have my sympathy. I understand it, but this is the best way I could do it to be fair to everybody. I'm not a big fan of posting a video and saying, this is the video to win, and then doing a drawing from it. I want everyone to be there and participate, because that's what this is kind of. Well, that's what community is about, right? So community is a bunch of people getting together and coming together to participate in a shared space, in a shared activity. Yeah, well, you got to participate. That's why I want you there for the live streams. So anyway, and Mark took the whole day off for it. It is, if you win, for sure, it'll be worth it. It will be absolutely worth it. Hopefully it's worth it for the entertainment. JB, thank you for rolling in here, JB. Good evening. I hope tonight finds you happy, healthy, and whole. I have come up with that as H to the third power to make fun of reading, writing, and arithmetic, the 3 H's. Yeah, and the 3 R's. I hope tonight finds you doing well, JB. Thank you for coming in and joining us. JB, of course, has Saturday Night Live. And of course, I said earlier that if JB or, well, why can't I make you? Let me do this. If JB or Zach pops in, they're absolutely being made a moderator. There we go. And JB, of course, you will be a master moderator, a managing moderator. Anyone misbehaves too much, you're always welcome to get rid of them, JB. I know you have good taste. Anyway, thanks for coming in, brother. I really appreciate it. I'm getting ready to wrap it up. It's gonna be evening. We're looking at having the giveaway on my birthday, JB. That's going to be like at 8:30 your time. If you're up, please be there. I would love for someone I know to win one of these knives. These things are crazy. So I would love for them to win, for someone to win. Yeah, that being said, I've also got other giveaways that are going on. Go check them out, JB. This thing's gotten out of hand. I started with the little ProTech, and it's now gotten so out of hand that it's like, I don't know how you guys deal with it. I really don't know how you guys deal with it on a weekly basis. Oh, man. I appreciate you coming in then when you just got home from work. Wow. I totally appreciate it very much. Flattered you could be here. But as I said, I was actually just getting ready to go to bed myself. I have to be back up to see a patient at 8 o'clock in the morning. And that's like 7 hours from now. And then running the live stream. Hey, Blue, thank you for coming in, seeing you tonight. I appreciate you being here. Hope tonight finds you happy, healthy, and whole. I have a morning live stream at 10, about 9:45, 9:30 that I run also, JB, every day. I'm trying to get my hours in, dude. I'm really trying to get my hours in. And YouTube is being awful. They took like 800 hours already away from me. They are being awful. And it is what it is. So I'm fighting them. I've called the warpath. I've thrown down the gauntlet, and I'm going to beat them at this. And that means doing daily live streams Monday through Saturday at 9:45, and doing often most nights an evening live stream as well, in order to get the number of hours I need to get this channel monetized. And then, JB, I want to do you like your Finches. I like my ProTechs. I want to do ProTechs, brother. I want to give away ProTechs to you all as often as I can. I want to give away Winter Blade Co. knives to you as often as I can. Speaking of which, I'm giving one away. Anyway, this is so much fun. Also, evening lets me catch the West Coasters. All of you guys on the West Coast that would normally not get a chance to see me at 8 o'clock in the morning, because I don't blame you for not being up, get a chance to come in. Yeah, they're going to make it 8,000 hours. And man, given how much I've had to grind to get the hours I've gotten in, I'm approaching 2,000 in actually about 6 weeks, which is just incredible. I've really been pushing, and I'm going to keep pushing. And everyone's been helping. Oh my God, everyone's been helping. Thank you all so much for helping. But YouTube is just being a bitch about it. They keep taking away more hours than than I can even conceive of where they're deciding to take them away from. And it's insane. But I'll beat them. I'm not going to let them keep me down. I'm going to beat them with your all's help. And that's how we do things around here. We all help each other. So in the famous words of Zach, go out and do something kind for someone. I really mean that. I have found in my life that when you go out and do something nice for someone, it makes the world a better place for them, and it makes the world a better place for you. I can't talk. I'm getting tired. The net result is that you're going to discover that you want to keep doing nice things. It spreads like a mind virus throughout the world. And I really want to push that on everybody as much as I can. Go do nice things for people. It will make your world a better place. Even if you're in absolute misery, things are awful, that's the exact time you need to go do it, right? I can't figure out what to do. Everything's crashing around me. My world's ending. That's exactly when you need to say, okay, well, what can I go do for somebody else? It'll change your world. It'll change your world, and it really will. So do that. Teamwork does make the dream work. Absolutely, Mark. It is all about us all working together for this stuff. And then my goal is to give back to everyone who's been working with me on it. Be up forever. Absolutely. Do something kind for somebody. Absolutely. Anyway, so at this point, I'm going to wrap this up. Thanks for JB for coming in. Thank you all for coming in, every one of you. Thank you, Mark Bowsby, for being my first Patreon member. JB, I set up a Patreon for the first time. This is exciting. I have a $100 tier level for any whales who want to really push the channel, JB. Just saying, putting it out there. I'm joking. Don't you dare. Don't anyone dare, please. I mean that. That was meant as a joke when I put it in there, and it was meant for anyone who would really be in a position to push the channel, not to draw anybody into doing that. Okay. What are we seeing here? Hashtag confessions. Oh, don't get me started on hashtag confessions. We could get into some crazy stuff if you wanted to get in confessions. Those are between me and my maker. And I'm going to keep it that way. All right. There's too many people that could probably be hurt if I made confessions. I would never want to do that to anyone. Anyway, y'all have an absolutely good evening. Go see JB tomorrow night and Saturday Night Live at midnight Central Standard Time, 10 p.m. Pacific Time. JB is probably one of the kindest people in the entire knife community. And he does a giveaway every weekend. So if you're into the giveaways, there's where to be. But more importantly, he's like a central hub for the knife community, especially at late night. So go check him out. He's the place to be, as they used to say, the schnizzle, right? Anyway, yeah, if you haven't been to Saturday Night Live, you need to go there. Oh my God, Mark, if you've never been there, oh my God. And go check out Zach's stuff too. On Sundays, he's at 2 p.m. Central. I guess that would be 12 Pacific. Go check out Zach's stuff. Him and JB helped push me over the 1K mark. I appreciate it. Like I can't say. I really appreciate it. Even the missus loves Saturday Night Live. Exactly. Well, JB's lovable. I mean, he's really is just lovable. So you're welcome, JB. He's just lovable. And I mean that. JB had me on one of his knife discussion videos way back, way before the channel was anything. And it was funny. I didn't even know if I was going to expose my face to everybody at that point. So you need to go check that out. That was hilarious. Did it auto translate what I put into that? Let me go back. Hashtag confessions. Apparently it did. It translated. You put that, yeah, to confessions. What did you put? Makes me wonder what you put now. You might have to spell it out letter space letter to get it to go. Cheryl, thanks for coming in. Shares Gear, another great person who has been a big help to me over the past few years. Given many of the hanks I'm giving away in my giveaways were hers to begin with. Yeah, she's a really great person. So go check her out on Instagram. That's where her primary stuff is. And she has a collection to be envious of. If you do not know this, her collection is one. She's got a, go check it out. Yeah, just go check it out. 300 and how many, Cheryl? A lot. She has a lot of knives, and they're good knives. They're nice knives to check out. So yeah, go out. So be nice, as Blue says. That's one. You're welcome. That's one. Cheryl, you're welcome. That's one of my sayings. Be nice. Go be nice to somebody. Trying to make a little play on words there. So thank you there. That's what you put was be nice, and it changed it into hashtag confessions. Wow, I'm gonna try that right now. Let me see what happens. I gotta put that in. My ADD's kicking in, but this is a good one to see if it does that every time. BEKNIFES. Okay, no, so let me put it. No, it changed it. So we have a new thing there, Blue. Apparently, be nice means confessions. That's fascinating to me. I wonder what the irony. That's just fascinating as hell. Anyway, go be nice to someone, and then come in here and tell us all about it, and then we occupy both of them. I don't see a be nice. Yeah, it did. It changed it to confessions again. It takes it a moment. It takes it a moment to change it. And if you put your mouse over it, so if I take my mouse up over it on my computer here, I can show you guys. Not knock anything over. So if I take my mouse up over it on the chat over here, I don't think you can see it because it's too whited out. Yeah, it's too bright. But if I move over it, it changes it back to be nice. That is so funny. That is so funny. Yeah, I don't know what it's doing there, but we're on to something. Maybe we should try to come up with a bunch of them that do stuff like that. That would be entertaining to do. Hashtag confessions. And the irony of the timing was funny too. I'm liking that. That's hilarious. These are my confessions. All right, guys. Thank you for giving me a big smile and making me laugh tonight, because you made my evening very much. I got to get going because I have to get to bed, or I will be miserable tomorrow morning, and I'll be like going. Well, you know what my secret is, by the way, of being all chipper and exciting for you guys in the morning after being up late with you all at night. Real simple. Chronic pain. I don't sleep more than a few hours at a time. And the second one is when I get up, at some point, as early as possible, I sit and I stare over at the sunrise, and I let the sun just hit me and get into my eyes and get into my skin and just hit me, and it wakes me up and I feel a lot better. So at some point, if you're in that position, you might try it. Yeah, it stepped away and we're trying to figure out. So it was hashtag be knifes, KNIFES. Turned into hashtag confessions. So if we're putting be nice, it turns into confessions. Anyway, it's just hilarious that it would turn into that. That's just so funny. Anyway, all right, everybody. You all have an absolutely wonderful evening. Remember, I hope you go to bed with a smile. I hope you had a better night than you would have had if you hadn't come in here. And I hope you end up going out tomorrow and doing something nice for someone. Nice, right? I also hope that you wake up with a smile. I know it's hard for some of us who end up, living with chronic pain and disabilities and things like that. But you know what? You can choose to smile. Do it. It will make a difference in your life. All right, everyone, it will. Anyway, you all have a very wonderful evening. I will see you all tomorrow morning about 9:30, usual time for the Saturday morning live. I don't have anything planned to talk about, so you guys are going to have to help me find something to chat about. But I can go on about any topic that you throw out there, pretty much. At least it seems like it. I've been told that I'm full of hot air, so yeah, there you go. Anyway, y'all have a wonderful evening. Sleep well, pleasant dreams, especially. Remember, you can control your dreams, by the way. If you find yourself aware that you're dreaming, take control and go for a fly. Enjoy yourself. Have a great time, because you're in control of your reality at that moment. And that's more control than most of us get the rest of the time. Well, at least most of us are aware of the rest of the time, might be a better way to say it. Anyway, you all have an absolutely wonderful evening. I will see you all tomorrow. This has been Patrick. Bye. Oh, again, thanks, JB, for popping in. Thank you all for popping in. You guys are wonderful, supporting the channel. I appreciate it so much. Bye.